Hello and welcome to the 12th free video in the Serve and Grow Rich program that teaches you how to make more money in your current restaurant job. And we're still concentrating on the end of the transaction with the table or customer. Now that you have personalized the check with your signature, a drawing, patriotic message, or what have you, you will probably receive a credit card for payment. Read the customer's name, and when you present the check, remember to use it. You want to finish strong when the tipping decision is made by the customer. Thank you, Mr. McGillicuddy. I appreciate your business. You can say this with sincerity because you watched the first few videos in this series. You know that 98% of your income comes from tips and that you are the CEO of your own food services corporation. So say it with meaning, because Mr. McGillicuddy will determine part of your income for the shift. Now, the next message in this video is perhaps slightly out of your control. A study was done by the University of Cornell Hospitality School that showed that branded tip trays, specifically with the logos of credit card companies, actually result in slightly higher tips for the server. So, unfortunately, this is determined by your establishment. If you are working in a large corporate chain, trust me, they put a lot of thought into these kinds of things, and you probably already have this equipment. However, if you work for an independent, you can do a couple things. Look, you can go online and buy tip trays from eBay or Amazon or some independent vendor that has a big Visa, MasterCard, or American Express logo on it. That's simple. You could do something creative. You could go to Staples and get Avery stickers that go into an inkjet or laser printer and print something out. You could have your own tip trays depending on how independent an independent establishment you work in. You want to make the presentation of your personalized check as strong as possible. People respond to branding. You can complain about it, you can marvel at it, but it is the truth. They feel more comfortable. And what's also interesting is they will raise their own performance level if they feel they are in a branded or professional type environment. And here is something interesting to sort of test this hypothesis. There are a lot of fine independent restaurants, and I like going to them. But there are some that may be in your neighborhood that you've hesitated in front of because they may look a little shabby or worn, and they're not corporate. I mean, there's a reason why corporate branded entities do so well, because they occupy a space in the consumer's mind. And people at this point are actually, or I should say can, shy away from poorly presented independents. Now, this is a broader theory, but it does apply to the tip tray. People respond to Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and yes, even Discover logos. And it's a small distinction, but if you have branded tip trays in your restaurant, and let's say I've worked in plenty of places that have, let's say, a mismatched inventory of items like this, always choose the branded one. If your corporation or restaurant or establishment has a lovely logo, use the tip tray or folder with the logo, or figure out a way to actually personalize the tip trays yourself. That's the end of the 12th video. Please join me for video number 13, where you can learn more ideas to increase your pay by 10% this week.